Hello and welcome to the Yoga Mama YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining me, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for deciding to play this video and connecting with me. If this is not your first time joining me, hello again. And you may notice that there is a bit of a difference in the set change here. We changed up the plant, we added a different background, a little mandala. So I'd love to hear what you think of the changes. Please comment below. While I film this video, we are experiencing the coronavirus pandemic. This is a very interesting time for us to be experiencing, and I feel that although we are affected by it differently, we have different situations, we are all affected by it. So there is some unity within this virus. So today we're going to focus on a parent survival guide for the coronavirus. So before we get started on talking about our survival guide, we'll just do a little seated flow just to kind of get ourselves into our body and open our minds. So as you can see, I'm sitting on a yoga mat. You don't have to sit on a mat. I am sitting on a pillow. You can use a meditation cushion, or if you can just use a throw pillow from your couch. That's what I'm sitting on. And wherever you are, just feel your sit bones rooted down below you, extending through the crown of the head, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep inhale and imagine that inhale coming through the top of your head and rooting you down into the earth. Good. Take a full exhale, releasing all the air in your belly. Now your eyes can be open or they can be closed. So just tune in and see what works best for you. I'm going to close my eyes. And breathe into the count of 4. Hold it for 2. And then exhale fully to the count of 4. Continue that pattern, softening through the belly, sitting up nice and tall. Now just notice the pauses between your breath. Good. Take one more round of breath, just like that. And now just return to your natural breathing rhythm. Sitting up nice and tall, opening through the belly. Just feeling the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe. Good. You can even do that, make some sound with your breath as you exhale and let it go. Beautiful. Take one more round of breath here and we'll get into a little movement. Good. Just drop your hands to your side. As you inhale, reach your hands up overhead, keeping your sit bones rooted down. Shoulders away from your ears. Fingertips nice and tall, palms together. Exhale, open up wide to release. Lovely. We'll take 2 more breaths just like that. Inhaling, arms out, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, release. Really pushing the air away from your body. Stretching those fingertips out. Last breath here. Lovely. Just graze your fingertips on the mat. You can tent your fingers or you can place your palms down, whatever's more comfortable. Inhale, stretch the right arm up and overhead. Exhale, just see if you can bend through the side of your body. So you're really reaching through your rib cage, and it's a bit of a squeeze through the left oblique here. Good. And you may come down a little closer to the earth as you bend. Breathing and releasing. Good. Inhale, switching sides. And then exhaling, finding that bend. Keeping your shoulders square with the front. Just stretching through that side body. Good. Inhale, coming back to center. And just take a gentle twist towards the left. Might hear some little cracks and tweaks. That's perfectly okay. Maintaining that nice tall sit. Twisting through the core of the body. Inhale to release. Exhale, twist on the other side. That was a good pop. Don't know if you could hear that or not. My back just popped big time. Good. Inhale back to center. And we'll just drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Drawing the chin towards the chest. And bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. Good. Continue the semicircle with your head, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Connecting with your breath, connecting with your body. Good. Now just reach your nose up towards the sky, take a gaze over your left shoulder, and then continue that circle all the way down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. We'll take 3 circles in each direction. So just remember to switch when you reach 3. Good. Gaze comes back to center. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, drawing back. 3 shoulder rolls here. And 3 shoulder rolls forward. Hands can just stay on your lap, or if you want to reach them out beside you, that's fine too. Good. Reach your hands up towards the sky, and now just shake your hands all the way down as you exhale. Good. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, shake. Good. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, shake it out. Good job. All right. Take any other movements that you might need just to feel good, just to connect inside of your body, and just to feel grounded. So any other movements that your body is calling for, take them now. Awesome. So today we are going to talk about a parent's survival guide to the coronavirus. I'm going to keep it totally real with you guys. I love my family like nothing else. I have 2 beautiful girls. They're age 4 and 6. They're amazing. They're full of energy, full of life, full of love. And I have a really awesome husband who, him and I have great teamwork. And our whole family, I really feel, has wonderful teamwork. So I am blessed beyond, and I know that. But being stuck in a house with my family 24/7 is getting a little crazy. So I had to really hone in on, okay, how are we gonna do this and stay sane? So that's why I came up with this guide. That's what inspired this video. I think a lot of us are in the same boat. So I hope you find some helpful tools. Please share this with any other parents that you think might need it. Also, just as a recommendation, if you don't want to sit down and watch the video, you could always put your headphones in and get some housework done, and you could really just listen to this as an audio as well. So welcome to the Parent Survival Guide to the Coronavirus. So the first survival guide tip that I have for you is to brainstorm ideas with your kids. This means literally taking a pen and a paper and writing down a bunch of activities that you can do at home. Think about what you have already in your home so you don't need to buy anything. It's amazing what we can actually come up with and create. And when you do it with your kids and you get them involved, it's pretty funny to hear of the ideas that they have. So just, getting into that creative space. And when you're doing this activity, make it fun. Maybe you can start with like a little dance party in your living room just to shift the mood into a positive way, or put on your favorite music, something that just puts everybody in a good mood. Maybe it's just getting outside for fresh air or taking 10 jumping jacks outside, whatever sort of puts you in a good space and what works for your family. But do something to shift that energy, get that pen and paper and just write down, brainstorm ideas with your kids. So that's tip number 1, brainstorm ideas with your kids and with your whole family. If all of you are off work, everybody who's in your home, brainstorm ideas, make it fun, and yeah, you'll be surprised at what you come up with. So tip number 2 is schedule yourself loosely. A word I like, but sometimes get a bit adverse from, is routine. I really do thrive off routine, but at the same time, I can feel trapped by that routine. So that's why I say schedule yourself loosely. So it's good to come up with a game plan for the day or for the week. So maybe your weekday looks a little different than your weekend, so you can still have a little bit of flow on your weekends, whatever kind of works best for your family. But having some kind of a loose schedule really, really helps to get the things done in a day that you want to achieve. Include meal planning, meal prepping, exercise, schoolwork, housework. You can include some ideas from this video if you like. So that's tip number 2, schedule yourself, but loosely. So tip number 3 is to get your kids involved in housework. I understand that we have children at different ages. Some of you might have teenagers, or some of you might have, babies or toddlers. So it's gonna look a little different for everybody. Main thing here is to really take advantage of this time and teach your kids some new skills. It's amazing the education that we can give our kids at home, these practical skills that they're not going to learn in a classroom, that they'll only learn at home. And often with the busy schedules, and if you have both parents working, it's hard to actually have the energy and the patience and the focus to teach your kids some of these skills at home. So take this opportunity, if you are at home with your kids and your family, to teach your kids some new skills. It's a wonderful way to bond. You're helping them gain confidence, and only good things can come from this. And along the same vein of getting your kids involved in housework is motivate them. Find creative ways to motivate them. Some people use stickers, some people do allowance, some people do treats, some people do, an activity or something like that. So maybe it's, oh, I know you really want to play that board game, so why don't we play that board game together after you, clean up your room? Of course, there's going to be pushback, at least for me with my 6-year-old and the 4-year-old too. She's more just rolling around on the floor like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. But what we've chosen to do in our home is allowance, and that's totally a personal thing. That's a system that works really well for us. So everybody's gonna have their own motivational system. So find what works for your family and stick with it. It works, and we're teaching our kids some amazing, amazing skills with this. So that's it for tip number 3. Get your kids involved in housework and find some fun ways to do it. Oh, and I'll add actually to that tip, put on awesome music. Music is an incredible, incredible tool just to shift our mood, just to put us in a better space. And if we've got to do a job that we're not really crazy about doing, or, you know, it's not super appealing to us, if we can put some music on and kind of make it fun, it gets us out of our head about the job. We're not wrapping our mind around it, oh, this is so, I don't want to do this. It's more like, you know what, this is a really good song. And then you just do the task, and it's almost, you know, it lifts your mood and it shifts you into a better headspace. It's going to do the same thing for your kids. So it's only going to help them. We will often put like Frozen music on in our kids' bedroom when they have to clean their room. So we use that as a motivational tool as well. So find what works for your kids, whatever they like. Toss on some great tunes and get cleaning. So tip number 4 is do things with your kids that you both enjoy. Sometimes we do things with our kids that we don't enjoy necessarily, but we do them because it makes them happy, and then when we see them happy, it does kind of fill up our cup too. So sometimes that's the case, but what this tip more is do things that sort of show off your creative side or the things that you love. In our home, I've been doing our kids' hair a lot lately, and I've been really enjoying that, and they've been enjoying that. So things like that you're naturally good at, maybe it's sports, maybe it's playing hockey with your kids, or maybe it's, you know, doing puzzles, maybe you love puzzles. So finding what you like to do and sharing in those activities with your kids. It just creates more harmony. We're not fighting, there's no resistance, it's peaceful, it's a good space. So that's tip number 4, do things with your kids that you both enjoy. Tip number 5 seems pretty straightforward and obvious, and I think a lot of us are doing that, at least from what I'm gathering. It's staying connected with our friends and family, whether that be a face-to-face over like FaceTime or Zoom, or maybe it's a phone call or a text. Maybe we're gonna go a little old school and write letters to each other. The postal service is still running. So just finding creative ways just to stay connected. I'm finding I'm talking to my family more now, or connecting with them more now, doing more FaceTimes and things like that than we did before. And we kind of went, you know, we should really like continue this, and we should have been doing this sooner. This is a good reminder of that, and I think even if we're tired and we just make that effort, it's amazing. It's amazing how it boosts our mood. It's part of our well-being. And, you know, really focus on the people that fill you up, people that you can keep it real with, that you can laugh with, that, you know, help you vibrate a little higher. Just good vibes. That's tip number 5, is to stay connected with family and friends. Tip number 6, move your body. All right, this one is so important. It is so important. This is how we get out of our head. All of us, at one point or another during this pandemic, is experiencing some form of anxiety or fear or stress, because this is a lot. This is a global pandemic. And although we all might be affected a little differently, It's affecting all of us. And we're all so connected, especially through the internet, that you can't get away from the information, nor should we. We should know what's going on in doses, of course. But moving our body gets us out of here. It gets us out of the head, out of the spin, and into the now and into the present moment. And even if we weren't facing this pandemic, our mind will often pull us back into the past or help make us worry about the future. And what we really, really need is to be in the present moment. That's what mindfulness is for. This is what yoga is for. This is what these ancient practices have been telling us, is that we're living in the here and the now. And if we don't make that conscious choice to live in the here and now, then we're gonna miss out. We're gonna miss out on our life because we're too busy thinking about the past. What happened, how did that pull us down, or worrying about the future, what's to come. None of that matters. All you have is this moment. So when we move our body, it's a tool to bring us into the present moment, to bring us into the here and now. Plus it feels good. We build endorphins, those are feel-good hormone, and it's fun. So this can look differently for different people. We all have a different way of moving that makes us feel good. So whether maybe it's just gentle yoga, maybe it's going for a hardcore run for like an hour, maybe it's doing a little dance party, maybe it's doing a workout video, maybe it's some combination of any of those things or something else. Maybe it's playing sports. So find what works for you and move your body. Schedule it into your day so that you're moving your body every single day. It doesn't even have to be long. Even if it's a half an hour of concentrated, conscious movement, do it. Do it daily. It is medicine. Movement is medicine. All right? So move your body. Number 7 is play some good tunes. Kind of touched on this earlier. Music is so uplifting. It is medicine. It helps us to immediately shift our mood and shift our mental space into a more positive vibration if we're listening to positive music, of course, or things that make us feel good. You can also educate your kids with music. We played the other day a little game, and we would have 20-minute snippets of different genres of music, and then we would mention what the genre was, and we would talk about different places that genre would be played or where that music comes from. And to be completely honest, I'm not really sure how much my kids really absorbed. We were kind of doing things at the same time as the music was playing, and then I'd stop and tell them. But I don't know, I feel like the message is getting in there somewhere, at least I hope. So anyways, playing good music, so key. The music that you play in your home is the soundtrack to your kid's life. So just think about that, use that consciousness when you're selecting your music. What do you want your kids to remember? What messaging do you want them to receive through music? Just really being mindful of the music that we play and finding some choices that do uplift, up-level, help us to vibrate higher, help us to feel really good in our home and in our hearts. Number 8 is sleep. As we all know, the beauty and the importance of sleep, especially as we become parents, we just value it in such a different way. It is coveted, it is this gem where sometimes we're like, what is that thing? I don't know what that even is. And then we're like, oh yeah, I really need it. Sleep. Okay, again, we are all at different stages with our kids. So this is an easy one for me to tell you because my kids are 4 and 6. To the parents who have little infants, okay, get your sleep, get your sleep. But honestly, any way that you can. When your baby lies down for a nap, don't clean the house. sleep. Seriously, if you're tired and you didn't sleep the night before, or you haven't slept for the last few nights, or you're still catching up, take the time to sleep. This is how we recharge our batteries. This is how we are more patient with our kids. This is how we get to our center. This is how we operate. It's like a cell phone battery. It only has so much life, and you know, once you kind of get to that red zone, you know, you got to plug it in. If we live in that red zone for too long, like, we're just not operating at full capacity, and it's just not good for us. It's not good for the people around us. We need sleep. We need sleep, just like our kids need sleep. So take your time. If you got a nap during the afternoon and it shifts around your schedule or shifts around your day, do that. Sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Okay? So that's tip number 8. Sleep. Number 9 is reflect. A lot of us have been hearing about people who are taking this time to go inward, and it's quiet and it's this beautiful period of reflection. And for us at home with kids, it is not this quiet, easy space that we can just be with ourselves and go inward and dive deep. This is a time of being on and being with our family and keeping things going, especially if your kids are younger and they require more of you. So I know that this one looks differently for different people and different stages, but I will say a little goes a long way here. So if you even set aside 10 minutes a day, even if it's 10 minutes before you close your eyes at night, rather than scrolling through Instagram on your phone or mindlessly, you know, looking at Facebook, put the phone down. Those 10 minutes, you could get out a journal and a pen and just write. And you don't even have to have a reason or something that you're thinking about writing. Just see what comes to your mind and just start writing. And it's amazing what can come about. So even though, yes, it is still busy with everybody at home and there's a lot of work to do around the house and a lot of your energy gets pulled with your family, taking that time or making that time to reflect is crucial. What do you want to do after this pandemic is over? What's working in your life? What's not working? What goals do you have? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want 2021 to look like? Are you happy in the space that you're in? What changes could you make? What shifts can you make in your life just to bring in a little bit more light? Do you have any people in your life that you need a little space from? Do you have people in your life that you want more space with, more time with? Look at what's meaningful to you, write it all down, reflect. 10 minutes a day goes a long way. We're coming on to our last point, number 10. And if you take anything from this guide, please, please, please do this. Be easy on yourself and be kind to yourself. This is a challenging time, and we can expect that we're going to have ups and downs with how we're feeling day to day, moment to moment, how this pandemic is affecting us in our home, in our space, as well as on such a global scale. Sometimes we will just be feeling fine and then just be hit with this wave of emotion that we didn't expect coming or understand coming. And sometimes it's a collective energy that you just feel like, whoa, there's a lot of people who are experiencing loss at this time. So just be easy on yourself and recognize that you know, even though you can have a schedule and you can do these things to sort of maintain your sanity, that you're going to have some ups and downs, and that's okay. You're human. And if we can teach our kids that we're going to create some space to be human, and it's okay to feel these things, and as long as we're not swallowed by that emotion and we don't live in that space all the time, we need to feel our feelings in order to process them and in order to move through them. So be kind to yourself and how you're feeling each step of the way. Recognize that your kids are gonna have more screen time. You can't escape it. If you are used to no screen time for your kids during school days, recognize that's out the window. These kids are gonna have more screen time, and at the bigger picture, it's not going to affect them that greatly. If you need to put them in front of a screen just to have some space to yourself, or just to gather your thoughts, or get your exercise in, or do your meal prep, or whatever it is, do it and know that it's okay. And we're all in this thing together, and all of our kids are gonna be fine, and you're going to be fine, and we're gonna get through this, and we're gonna get through this stronger. But the only way we're gonna get through this stronger is by nurturing ourselves. So a lot of that is being kind, being easy on ourselves, and just loving ourselves each and every day, no matter what it looks like. Even if you've been in the same pair of pajamas for 5 days straight. It's okay. So that's the parent survival guide for the COVID-19 pandemic. Take what you can, weave it into your day. Really hope this is helpful. Again, please share it with anybody who needs this, aka every parent you know. Also, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you want to see in the next video, what kind of yoga flows you're interested in. Maybe there's a style of yoga or something in particular that you want to do. Or maybe there's a great topic that you want to talk about. So I want to hear from you. Please comment, please share. Namaste, my friends. Until next time, be safe, be well, and take care.